Hello! Happy almost spring break.
Yes, and this is Mrs. Schold coming to you from Team Excel.
And Miss Hofer, also from Team Excel. Miss Kenkelberg's over behind the scenes running stuff, which is what she does all the time anyways. So we just wanted to let you know where we're at going into spring break academically. In math class, Mr. Hunter is just finished up with functions and cylinders and cones and a test. And so kids may have some test corrections you might want to ask about that I expect would be due pretty soon.
And we know that the advanced math class was given some Khan Academy lessons, so you might want to ask them about that. I don't know if they're still doing that this third trimester, but there was an experiment and we're seeing if it worked or not.
Yeah. In Miss Martinson's Math 7, they're finishing up their unit with positive and negative numbers, and they just finished a unit test that will be the first grade of the third trimester. So again, you might want to ask your student about that and some test corrections. And in Miss Scott's Math 7, they are in the same boat, just starting Unit 6 of expressions. And in algebra, they're working on exponential growth and decay.
That sounds pretty gross.
It kind of does, but I think in numbers it's probably okay.
Yeah, it's not like decaying of a dead carcass.
Hopefully not. Or growth of a dead carcass. Ew.
All right, in science, they just wrapped up looking at cycles in the natural world. Because there are so many, they focused on understanding components that you can find in all cycles, how those components work together, and how human activities can impact these two cycles. We're now moving into the broad topic of heredity. In my language arts social studies class, this week we did some peer review of their Washington State geography essays. Students set some goals and then they did some final publishing. We also went through the rubric and talked about the expectations, and they submitted that. There was a small group of students who worked on the argumentative side of writing with the same prompt. And finally, we're finishing up Boys in the Boat, and they are working on illustrations that revolve around central ideas of informational texts.
Miss Thompson's class just swung back around for a second helping of explanatory writing with some mini research about the Great Depression and its effects on Washington during the same time period as what was occurring in Boys in the Boat. They'll be wrapping up that novel study just right after spring break. And in my language arts social studies class, we just finished with Outsiders and have been digging deep into government this week. The students also are doing, some of them are doing a little bit of activity around digging deep into a text, understanding what it means, and being able to convey the meaning of a text with a little fun memorization activity. And then after break, we'll be starting our next novel unit and mastering some writing skills.
Sweet. The only thing we have from StarFit is in Miss Cotton's class. They have been practicing motor skills for serving forehand and backhand in pickleball.
Oh, I would not be.
The kids seem to be having a lot of fun, and watching them play is a hoot. They have set fitness goals and created mini 10-minute workouts to help them achieve their goals, which we complete daily. For the last part of class each day, we are working on a strategy-based team games, which also happen to help improve cardiorespiratory endurance. Our hope is to instill a love of play, and if you can get a workout doing something fun, that's a bonus. We'll be swinging back to health after spring break for our family life and sexual health unit.
And if your student has health right now, they just finished that up with their test this week, and they will get to go play some pickleball when they get back from break. So Pride students, we want to recognize, first of all, Savannah Fennell. Savannah is a rock star thinker and a hardworking student. She just strives to do her absolute best on every assignment, and her contributions to discussion are so insightful. She is not afraid to ask really difficult questions.
Another Pride student for this month is Jacob Tibbetts. Jacob consistently amazes his teachers on a daily basis with great thinking, the ability to ask questions that help not only himself but his classmates, and has a wonderful sense of humor. We appreciate your quiet leadership skills and would love to hear your voice more in class. You rock, Jacob. And another student we're recognizing this month is Hope Rang. Hope is a positive member of our community who always strives for excellence in everything she does. We all appreciate her hard work and willingness to go above and beyond. Each day when she leaves, she thanks her teachers for the lesson, and that is a great example of who Hope is as a person. Thank you so much for being you, Hope.
And our last student we want to recognize this go-through is Xander Akane. Xander, we are pretty excited to recognize you for a Team Excel Pride Award. We've seen some tremendous growth in your work ethic and participation recently, and we just want you to know we've noticed. Xander has a lot to offer any situation, and we're proud of him for that increased effort and participation. We just appreciate you, Xander. Thanks for being here.
And some important school dates. We just wanted to let you know about some opportunities that our Liberty PTO is trying to get some fundraising going on. So if you check out Liberty's homepage, I'm sure you can find it. This last Tuesday, the 26th, there was a Chick-fil-A dine-in, I think.
Dine-around town?
Dine-around.
Yeah.
And so the dine-arounds are going to be different places around the Camas, Vancouver area that will raise money for Liberty. So go check those out. I know there's one through Amazon, there's one through Fred Meyer Rewards,
wow.
And I can't remember the last one, but go ahead and check out Liberty's homepage to Safeway.
Oh, Safeway, oh.
To help us raise some money here at school.
And in case your student hasn't told you, we do have spring break next week, April 1st through 5th. We're not looking forward to that at all, and neither of us will be any of the places you see here in the background. But good luck if that's where you are, and travel safe.
See ya.
That's what we got.